Video games have been bashed for being bad in every aspect of life for as long as they have been developed. But turns out, video games may be healthier than the average person may want to believe or want to see, for three main reasons. One, video games do not link up or do not cause real-life violence. Two, they can produce more active, healthy, confident children. And three, they can actually be good for your eyesight if played in moderation. All of the information in this speech have been gathered from studies done at a university level. But first and foremost, the second longest running stereotype with video games is that violent video games cause violence. And this is a stereotype that video games probably won't be able to shake until more studies have been published. But it is a monkey see, monkey do type thing. They see violence, they want to commit violence in real life. But this isn't the case. A study done at Oxford University by Andrew Publiski looked at 1,000 boys who played violent video games over a period of time. This period of time was to observe their production of aggressive behavior towards family members, towards classmates, etc., etc. After this study was done and concluded, Andrew found out that there was no link between the violent video game playing and the aggression produced. In fact, it showed that video games can be used as a form of sublimation for the children itself. Sublimation meaning a healthier way to get rid of anger and stress, and that meaning beating up a virtual avatar in UFC, or shooting a zombie in the head in Call of Duty, instead of committing those acts in real life, because that would be pretty bad. Another trait, another stereotype related to playing video games is laziness. And also, this might not be true. A study done at Brock University in Canada finds that a particular genre of video games produces the opposite of what is expected by your everyday person. Sports genre games like FIFA, 2K, Madden, NHL, I can go on and on and on, but those types of games actually produce more active kids. They see the game and they want to play it in real life. And when they see the game, since the games have gotten a lot more realistic over the years, a lot more graphics have gotten better and better and better. The plays have become more realistic. It teaches them how to play. And if they play the game for a long enough time, they learn how to do it. This, in turn, produces confidence when they play the sport. And this confidence will make them play the sport for a longer period of time, making them healthy, making them active, and etc., etc. Another thing found in this study done at Brock University is that hearing trash talking over the mic while playing Madden online might actually prepare the child in question for the bashing that might come after losing a game. And so losing a game might not have a big effect on the child if they hear the trash talking beforehand on a virtual game where the mistakes aren't as dramatic. And playing sports, bad eyesight is one of the worst things you can have. But video games also might solve that problem. A study done by Daphne Bavialier at the University of Rochester actually shows that video games may improve eyesight while playing action-type genre video games. Action-type meaning Call of Duty, Mortal Kombat, anything that involves a little thing that gets you on the edge of your seat. And this is in the context of being able to track multiple objects being able to focus on something, being able to see multiple things at once, and not being confused by it. Action video games have a lot of things coming at you at once. You have to pay attention to a lot of things, and this trains the eye to the point where the study says that video games may be used as a way of visual correction treatment whenever someone gets, let's say, new contacts or has to get laser eye surgery. They might be put in front of an Xbox or PlayStation to play a couple of action games to see if their eyesight is working, because you have to be able to track multiple things. And what better way to test eyesight than playing some Call of Duty online? In conclusion, video games aren't nearly as bad as the public makes them out to be, because as you can tell from the speech and the studies that are contained in it, video games don't cause real-life violence, are not linked to it at all, actually produce active, healthy, confident children, and lastly, are good for your eyes when played in moderation. So, if you were a video game critic before, I would highly recommend that you give them a try. Thank you for listening.